Good morning, everybody, and we are back with the second release show of today, Saturday morning, college football week 0. As fun of a morning as I have had in Las Vegas in a very long time. And for those of you who are here at Circus Sports, I'll be downstairs in just a second. I'll meet you at Jackpot's. Free iced coffee on me if you want to be there. I was trying to stream in the sportsbook. Lighting wasn't great, so we're doing it here from the room. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Ed and the guys at Right Angle Sports are back for another release show. The first two have been successful so far this season. And today, taking a look at college football. So as you saw in the chat, we were keeping things a little bit secret, trying to disguise a few things. This will be a college football stream. So for those of you who are launching your sportsbook apps right now, get to the college football side of things, as that is where we are heading. For those of you who are joining us here for the first time, I'm going to break down how this show works. But I want to remind everybody that the guys at Right Angle Sports have been winning for more than 2 decades. And when they go and make a bet, the entire market moves. As we've seen in all of the release shows we've done with them here on Covers, everything moves immediately after we bet it. And so the goal of this show is to allow everybody within the chat watching the stream. There was more than 1,200 people when we got going. There's a lot of people here. We want to get them to the bet slip with the bet at the price that is suggested at the exact same time. And so in order to do that, we follow a release procedure. And as we saw with the Monday Night Football game just a couple of days ago, people were starting to jump the gun early. They were trying to guess what's coming. So as always, we have to follow this 3-step process. We're going to tell you what to set up. And that is your cue. You go into your sportsbook app, you find the bet that we say, and you add it to your bet slip. You don't have to go through and bet it, but you add it to your bet slip. We'll wait about 15 to 20 seconds. And I will tell you if it is a go or if it is a cancel. If it is a go, that means you bet it right away as soon as I say the word go. If I say cancel, that means you're going to have to remove it from your bet slip. It is not a bet. The reason we do cancels is so people don't jump the gun, so people stay honest, and everybody can get the bet at the same time, because the guys at Right Angle Sports move the lines every time that they make a bet. So we have to get ahead of this, have to get the bet in together. And so this is the 3-step process we follow, and this is your cue right now to launch your sportsbook app as we get into the first setup of the day. So we'll give everybody a few seconds to get into their sportsbook app, and we just pulled up the odds screen here from Spank Odds. We're going to see how the market reacts to everything that we are releasing as we go. So the first setup of the day is game number 307, North Texas UTEP over 54.5. So we're setting up game number 307, North Texas UTEP over 54.5. We'll give everybody a couple of seconds to scroll through your sportsbook app, find North Texas UTEP over 54.5. Game number 307, North Texas UTEP over 54.5 is a cancel. We are not betting game number 307, North Texas UTEP over 54.5. As we saw on the screen, someone tried to go early at Chris. This is a cancel. We're not betting North Texas UTEP over 54.5. Continue on with the second setup of the day. We're going to game number 308, North Texas UTEP under 54.5. Setting up game number 308, North Texas UTEP under 54.5. We'll give everybody another 10 seconds to go through a sportsbook app, find 308, North Texas UTEP under 54.5. Set it up, get it into your bet slip. 308, North Texas UTEP under 54.5. We'll give everybody a few more seconds to find this under and set it up. Game number 308, North Texas UTEP under 54.5 is a cancel. We are not betting North Texas UTEP under 54.5. This is a cancel. So if you have it in your bet slip, you must remove it. We are not betting North Texas UTEP under 54.5. Continuing on with the setups, we're now looking to game number 305, Connecticut plus 25. So get back to your betting menu, go through it, and find game number 305, Connecticut plus 25. We were setting up Connecticut, game number 305 plus 25. You can add it to your bet slip. Game number 305, Connecticut plus 25 is a go. We are betting Connecticut plus 25. This is a go. If you have it in your bet slip, you want to submit that bet immediately, as these numbers are going to start to move in a hurry. We saw with the total, even with the cancels, that these numbers were starting to bounce around. And here goes the 305 Connecticut starting to move down. 24s will soon turn into 23s and continue to go lower as you see the red cells start to light up. Let us know in the chat, where were you betting it? What odds did you get? In the YouTube app, there's a chat right below it. If you're on a phone, you can drop your message in there. We're seeing that Brandon was able to get it at 26. Delano was able to get it 25.5. A lot of other people, no issue finding 26.5 for some. So even at 25 with the release price, a lot better. 25.5 at MGM. Mick got 25. B Sport Strangler, interesting username, was able to get 25.5 as well at DK. A lot of people always like to play there. That is completely up to you. But as we're seeing these cells light up across the screen, here's what's important to take away. Other sports books move slower than some. So as you're watching this, you may be able to go back and watch the stream again. You can see where some of these books were slow to move. Again, you're seeing the influence here of Right Angle Sports and what their impact on the market is and how quickly this was moving. But you're also seeing some books not light up immediately. And so as you're looking this, if you like watching the shows and you follow along, take note of that, because it's important to have multiple sports books so you can always shop for the best price available. There was another 26.5 that we saw taken as well. And it looks like this game is going to settle right around the 23 mark. So a lot of people able to get much better than the release price that was given out, which is always the goal and why we go through this procedure. And yes, we've got to say it each and every time, because there's always new viewers coming on to the show. Looks like in the poll in the YouTube chat, north of 80% were able to get the release price or better. So that's always fantastic to see. So it's just the one bet today, Connecticut plus 25. If you enjoyed the show, you want to tail along with us as we go throughout the college football season, the subscribe button is down below. You have to follow RAS Picks on Twitter as well, as their service kicks into full speed this week. A lot of volume coming from them over the course of the next 2 months. So be sure to check that out. Connecticut plus 25 is the release for everybody here at Circa. I'm heading downstairs now. Iced coffees at Jackpot if you want it. If you want a little something stronger, I'll be in the sportsbook as well, watching these games throughout the entire afternoon. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for this stream. Connecticut 25 is the release. We will see you on the next show.